guys, welcome. I have not made a video in a while, and if you're new here, welcome. Like I said, I gotta work on these intros. Today I wanted to do a little review, thoughts on, I guess, of the Sandman series, particularly Sandman Overture, which just came out recently. I think it came out like a couple months ago. Yeah, the Sandman is a series by Neil Gaiman, who has made a bunch of stuff. He's made he made Coraline, actually, which I really enjoyed. I love that movie. He's made a bunch of stuff. You could just type in his name. It's just a list upon list of stuff he's made. But he's particularly well known for this, or I should really say this, which is the original series, because Overture is a prequel to the Sandman series, which I thought was really interesting. It's kind of like Vertigo's like really flagship kind of series that they're really well known for. Vertigo has made Why the Last Man, Preacher, I want to say. They made a bunch of stuff, but Vertigo is also, I would say, like, independent, but not really, because they've made, because they're part of DC, because they kind of branched off, and whenever they made Watchmen and V for Vendetta, so they're kind of like the, I would say, adult DC, which sounds weird, but that's really my only way to describe it, because they can do whatever they kind of want without, restrictions, not as strict as DC has. But yeah, I love this series. I just recently got into it. I bought this at Barnes & Noble like a couple months back and just fell in love with it. I mean, everyone's talked about it. It's a very well-known series. I just never got around to it, but I was gonna do a whole video on the other series, but I don't have enough. I only have the one volume. I want to do the whole series instead of just doing it one by one, because that would take too long. So, and I just wanted to do this in particular. And this just, I mean, look at this cover. This is just a beautiful cover. It's like if, very psychedelic kind of H.P. Lovecraft style. I love the mask in particular. That's just, I mean, man, like, this really caught my attention. I borrowed this from a friend, funny enough, and so I'm going to go out and buy this after I'm done, once I get the money. And it's just, for those who don't know, Sandman is not really a superhero. He's not, which I was kind of like a little bit surprised, but he is like the god of dreams. He is everything kind of thing. Like, he controls the dream world. He goes anywhere he wants. And it's not a really typical, I would say, superhero story. I mean, it's not really that. It focuses mainly on him. In the Overture, it focuses on him and his world and his family and stuff like that, because in the other series, he's not like, I'm the Sandman, I'm gonna make you sleep and save the world kind of thing. He's kind of very mellow, very down to earth, and just the whole tone is very like calm and relaxing to read. It's very relaxing to read because it's very it's very like dense in its subject matter and the way it's written. I mean, Neil Gaiman is a genius. Like, holy crap, I have not read any of his stuff, but after reading this, it's like, man, this guy can write. And I can see why this is a very popular series. This alone, I mean, it's crazy how, like, just beautiful the art is. It's like each panel is different. I mean, obviously, but, like, the art style is different in each panel. Like, there's a scene where Morpheus, he's the main guy at Dream, he'll be talking to someone in a room, but like the room around him is changing, and the way he looks changes each panel, like frame by frame kind of thing. Like, there'll be a chair, but then it'll look different from panel 1 to 2. And the fact that they like stay consistent like that is just mind-boggling. It's like insane. There's like a whole section that like reminded me of the Yellow Submarine movie, which I never even thought I would reference in a video. I don't think anyone has watched that movie, but if you have, then hey, you'll get that reference. Yeah, I love this series. It's very different, and that's what I like about it the most, because I'm so used to reading, Batman, like my other videos, or Ninja Turtles, or kind of thing. But this one, it's like there is a threat, but there's the way the story progresses and the pacing is very just calm and not very, rushed, or we got to do this, we got to save the city, or blah blah blah. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything, but that's kind of the gist. Like, this is just him going through his world, and he has to fix what he broke, is the base, is the kind of gist of it, because I don't want to say anything else, but that's what I love about it, is, and I think that's why it's so well known, is because it's just quite unlike anything I've read, honestly, and that's a good thing. It's also, apparently, the series itself is getting adapted into a movie, not Overture, but this series is. They're going to adapt this one and the second one, which is called Dollhouse, I believe. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I've heard a lot about it. It's going to be live action. It's going to have Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Neil Gaiman is on it, so that's a good thing. But I don't know, like live action, I think could work, but I feel like animation could just do so much better because it's such a vivid world, and it's just colorful, and I feel like live action wouldn't do anything. I mean, you could have all the costume and makeup and special effects all you want, but if you want to stay really consistent, I feel like animation would work, like CGI or, hand-drawn, honestly, because it would make it flow. You can have like backgrounds flowing and stuff like that, but with CGI, it's like, with live action, it's like, oh, that's CGI. Like, you can tell it's a green screen. If it's a bad movie, you can definitely tell. But that's my main concern. There's really no release date. It's still just in production. So, I mean, they could pull it off. I mean, I might be completely wrong. Like, I don't even know. But I'm just, man, it's originally going to be a review, and now I just kind of spiraled into something else. Sorry about that. Anyway, bottom line, buy this. Seriously, go out and buy this. It is so worth it. It is a prequel, so don't be confused. I read this first and then this, which is kind of funny because I guess technically I went backwards, but you can easily read this and then jump into the series. It's kind of fun because it's like, oh, this is where it ends, and then you pick up this, and it's like, this is where it begins, kind of thing. And it feels like there's like no gap in between, because the original Sandman series came out in the 80s, and this just came out like recently, so it was a big deal. But yeah, I highly recommend it. It is just a beautiful series. I mean, just amazing. I love it. I think you guys would like it too if you follow my other videos, if you're interested in comics like I am, or graphic novels, anything. But yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to, get my thoughts on it. And the movie that's coming out. I don't know when it's coming out. Who knows? There's so many superhero movies coming out now, so I think that's why I feel like this is a good time to come out like with this kind of series, because it's going to be so different, because we have the Batman, we have Avengers, we have, after seeing Deadpool, it's like, it kind of proves that we need a breath of fresh air. Is definitely nice, because Deadpool was so different and hilarious. But yeah, anyway, I'm just kind of spilling here after a while, so sorry about that. If you're interested in talks about graphic novels and stuff like that, check out my other videos and subscribe if you want to see more. Anyway, see ya.